All right. Now we're into module 5 or chapter 5, fire safety inspection procedures. How does the Fourth Amendment affect fire code inspections? If you're going to find out what's the Fourth Amendment, reasonable searches. So how's that going to when with the fire department? So you're going to find that out. What are the hazards of various types of occupancies? And there's some very interesting topics in this chapter. And I've had a couple of to-dos with our inspectors. One of the problems is they frequently rotate that job, like every 3 years, the inspector. So sometimes they're not as well trained as they should be. At one time, we had a fire inspector come to bond fiber price. We had polyester fiber stacked up in bales all over the place. This guy had a fit. That's high pile storage. Well, for cotton, which is very flammable, it is, and there's rules about it. Polyester, which is not flammable, there aren't any rules. And he went bananas. If we would have done that, well, he would have had to buy another warehouse because we couldn't fit all our stock in there because you had to separate all this. And so got him calmed down and convinced that it was polyester and we'd have a problem. And also in California, this guy came in and with the buildings we were in were pretty old, built in World War II era, and they had skylights in the ceiling, and he was convinced that the skylights, when they're open, should have a thermocouple that melts and closes them during a fire. And there's some reason for that, to keep the fire in, to set off the sprinkler system. A lot of times that they put panels up there too, vertical panels, not required anymore, to keep the heat in that area, to set off the sprinkler heads in that area, which makes a little bit of sense. But he was adamant. Now that would have been terribly, either would have had to keep them closed all the time, which wasn't very good because we needed a ventilation. We didn't have air conditioning in this big old building. So anyhow, I said, okay, well, I want to, you quote me chapter and verse where I have to do that. And I'll look into it, but I needed to know exactly what the chapter and verse is now. And I never heard from him again. So you as a safety professional, that's why you have to know chapter and verse. You don't have to know off the tip of your tongue, but you need to find it. So that's what this is. Fire safety inspection procedures. Very interesting.